These people are confused. Just need to love God stronger. Do I love God more? Do I love me more? Call it the street Jesus.
Live from the Pathway Studios in Johnston proper. You are live from the Path.
And you're listening to Live from the Path. We're coming from the Pathway Studios here in Johnston proper.
Live.
Yeah, it is a heck of a good jolly tickler to be with you live.
I haven't felt this alive for a long time.
This is what I'm saying. I stopped shaving my armpits the day I stopped hitting stream, fellas.
Yeah. Someone suggested that I shave my armpits the other day, and I thought, no, I'll never do it.
Why? Wait, how close? What type of person? Like a close friend, an acquaintance, someone from the gas station?
I feel like it was my wife.
Okay.
I don't recall exactly the conversation, but I remember being adamantly against it.
I used to shave my armpits
Gross.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in my college years.
Why?
I thought I was some sort of bodybuilder. I was not very big or very strong.
Is the deodorant more effective?
I
it's
don't
not-
recall. I just
Okay.
recall she was my girlfriend then, but now my wife, saying, you better knock that off.
Oh, she said, I heard you were shaving your pits and I wanted
No,
to stop.
she's seen it. I used to wear bro tanks all the time
Wow.
because,
Yeah.
like I said before,
Yeah, there's a lot of life decisions that were made back in the day.
yeah, back in the day.
Oh, so she caught a glimpse of your pit skin and said, I've had enough of it.
Yeah, she said, you're a man.
It looks like you got eyelids in there, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Whoa. That's tough to take in.
Let's start growing some hair.
I feel like the deodorant would be more effective if it didn't have to beast past a layer of woolly mammoth type hair.
Those
Well,
are
I'm not really woolly mammoth style anyhow.
You ever use
it's like a sparse forest down there.
No. This has gone too far already.
is spray deodorant out? Like, is that a pretty faux
That's
pas?
what I use.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
The spray.
No
aerosol?
roll on?
Yeah. No. Spray.
Have you always been a spray man?
As long as I can remember.
Yeah. Dan was spraying deodorant right when they came out and said, "Look, the CFCs are ruining the world." And Dan goes, "I'm committed. I'm
take two.
I'm already in.
Yeah.
I can do both pits at the same time."
Come, Lord Jesus.
That's right. I'll tarry the Lord. I'm going to force your hand. We'll destroy these guys.
That didn't work for Judas.
All right, you're listening to Live from the Path. Here's what we got going on the old live show tonight. So to kick us off, there was an infographic, Nathaniel, that you found, and I think I was questioning the source of where this data came from, and I'm not sure I quite found it, but it spoke to what sticks, what causes our kids sticking with the church, and what characteristics or things can be done to help kids stay in the church once they start to mature. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's like 5 things that they say lead to kids staying.
Okay.
Or why. Basically, the infographic was 75% of kids left the church from age 18 to 29, and 25% stayed, and they give 5 reasons why.
Okay.
And I've heard that statistic before, where that 75% of kids leave the church.
Yeah.
But usually the conversation that I've heard is centered around, why are all these kids leaving? Instead of, what's causing these other kids to stay?
Yeah, right. So let's touch on that. I want to talk about one, does it sniff right the numbers? 2, based upon maybe Dan, your ministry experience or things that we've seen in the church, does it seem like the characteristics that they say help kids stay are actually the ones that are doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hit that up. Also, there was an article on the Christian Post this week that I think was asking, will the Metaverse verse in the megachurch? I don't know. Have you guys stepped into this Metaverse business?
No.
You having any part of it?
Seems very nebulous to me, and I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I haven't played with it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just seen this stuff and no.
It's
It's like playing The Sims or something.
This is going to be hard for me to understand.
You're going to look like a real Luddite here, Mike.
Yeah. So is the Metaverse, is it owned by Meta? Like the company?
That's what they're. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But I think it's broadly supposed to represent a universe that is digital, of which you interact with in a pretty holistic manner. but gives you a
Yeah.
lot of control over how you present yourself. Because there was something that came out a few months ago about some guy got charged with assault. Well, wasn't he charged? I think he was banned or something for assaulting someone else in the metaverse. I'm like, it's zeros and ones, man.
That's sci-fi movie.
Zeros and ones assaulted each other in the metaverse. But like I mean, there's a consequence to it. Like you're harassing
It's like
someone.
you're bullying someone or someone.
Yeah.
But like, okay, here comes the Luddite part of me. So like, in the metaverse though, like I can't go untie somebody's shoelace, right? Like they're
You could trip them though.
oh
Yeah, like you could go up to somebody's, representation of them as a person. Avatar is probably it's
and
too
I could
old of a
stick
term.
out my digital foot and
Yeah,
down they go.
You could shove them over because, like, I think the accusation against this dude was like that he tried to touch somebody in an aggressive or sexual manner, and they're like, I was violated. Well, I'm like,
But they can't. I mean, that's the thing is if you can trip somebody, I mean, can you like steal their hat or you know what I'm saying?
you can steal their digital hat.
Steal their fake hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's craziness. I had no idea the technology abounds.
But like, I mean, just think if you're so invested in it though, that like you can't. If someone takes something innocuous like tripping somebody, and like you were just a total wad of a person that just went around tripping people all the time.
That's your whole digital profile.
And it was-
The
yeah,
tripper,
yeah,
the day tripper.
The day tripper. So think of that though. There isn't anything to do about it.
Yeah.
Like if you're a digital jerk, having to regulate behavior, even if it's not the consequence that someone's like, I don't know, cutting a mole off your face with a buck knife, like they're still coming at you and harassing you in a digital way. And so now the question is, you got a whole other category of crimes where you're like, but you're not hurt, but you're like, but I am harassed. I don't know.
That's like 20 years ago, someone putting your 8x10 picture on the wall and throwing darts at it. It's like, you didn't hurt me. I
Yeah,
mean,
But like,
Sticks
I
and
guess
stones and zeros and ones.
the iteration I can think of here is like playing like Minecraft on a Minecraft server, right? Like, but you can't actually hurt me. I can like walk through you. You know what I'm saying? Or like nothing. You can't actually affect anything that I'm
You
doing.
could kill you and collect all your stuff. So you could beat you and rob you.
Yeah, but like, but once again, like you can, if I can just walk through a guy, or I can swing a sword at you and it doesn't do anything to you. Like basically, I have no effect on you.
Yeah.
And the metaverse is basically set up where you could have effect on somebody.
Well, or
Fake effect.
Kind of, and like I think that's the. Like, there's such a weird bog in here because, like, to the extent that you have invested yourself in this digital experience, it will feel more and more like a personal violation.
so do you spend like real money to get like upgrades
Yeah.
and stuff?
As
And
a
they
matter
can
of
take
fact,
that away
I
from you?
saw this thing
Yeah.
that there's this guy, this like kid. He was like 18. I don't know. He looked young. And he was driving around in like a Lamborghini or a McLaren or some fancy car. And the guy comes up to him. He's like, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" He's like, "I sell virtual real estate on the metaverse."
Oh yeah.
It's like, what?
What?
Totally. Well,
Yeah, I sell mansions on the metaverse.
Well, think of it like now people have been doing this for a couple of decades at least, which is playing like online games and then selling people the upgrades, the armor, the weapons, or whatever. So you don't have to go earn it. You can buy it, and what ended up becoming like a digital asset. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a podcast one time about people who made a ton of money hacking the game so that they could grab a bunch of the currency within the game, buy a bunch of stuff, and then sell it to somebody to go use. So now think about not so much mansions, but think if you've got a large groups of people who are focusing a digital experience of which like they're looking around, they're walking around, advertisement becomes a key thing. Like your ability to represent your business or whatever within this place, sell goods and services within this digital world, it starts to become a thing, very much.
So we need to have a church service going on with the avatar stuff.
Totally. There's
I've heard of them
churches
doing that.
Yeah, there are churches that do that. That like they're online, like within Fortnite or something. They'll set up events that are the church services, and people will come and attend, and it becomes like a digital community.
I can't get past like someone could untie your shoe. I can't take it in. Or like the day tripper that's serial around walking, tripping everybody. Like you're just so used to characters, like they're ones and zeros representation of you, but like you can't affect me at all, right? Like I mean, you could emotionally affect me or say mean things to me or something, but like physically, you can't do anything to me or my avatar guy, right? But you're saying this is different. Someone could come up and push me over in the metaverse, and like I will perceive as if I've fallen down.
No, well, no. I mean, you're not going to fall out of your chair or anything.
Oh no, not personally, but like my
They were
vision
mean
inside
to me.
the goggles.
I'm hurt.
Yeah,
I'm
right,
triggered.
right. You've got someone who aggressively approached you digitally and knocked you over and laughed in your face and spit on you or something. Like,
Crazy.
now, I mean, here's the deal. I mean, walk away.
All right.
You know,
turn it off.
What if
yeah.
they got like
do something different? Go out and play. Catch.
booster shoes on or something? They run me down. I mean, that's the thing with the metaverse is like I can walk away from a guy that wants to give me the business, but like in the metaverse, who says say he doesn't? His avatar don't have wings and he flies right in front of me again.
Here's
Whaps
what
me.
it's going to be. It's going to be the rise of legit superheroes because you can do it in the metaverse. And so you're going to find these people showing up as the Spider-Man.
I wonder if the Nephilim were part of the metaverse.
Yeah. Well, and
They were digital mighty men of valor.
now does the company control like how fast, strong, whatever
Yeah.
your avatar can be?
Probably, yeah.
So if you don't, I mean, like it big tech, if they don't like what you're saying, they can cut you out. Will
Oh,
they do
sure.
the same thing here?
Oh yeah, sure.
Like the state church is being set up in the metaverse. Ooh.
This is yeah. I'm blown away.
I-
I want to try it.
Here's the feel. I'm feeling every day of my 40 years right now.
Yeah.
It's making me feel super old that I that I want to be able to explain this topic, and there's just in the back of my mind that I'm not explaining it right, or I'm explaining it like an old fogey.
Yeah, crap. We sound super old.
We
We
gotta-
should have invited someone else in
We need
here.
someone who knows. Actually, it'd be super interesting to talk to someone who is doing like church services or things like that in these areas and what they're running into. And maybe I'd be curious to see what the future. Well, actually, here, let's read this article. So, will the metaverse end the megachurch? It says months before the coronavirus pandemic hit, many churches struggled to acknowledge that an increasing share of their audience had been migrating to online teachers and worship experiences. When the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic, and I don't care about that. At the time, just 22% of pastors live streamed their entire service, and about 10% only live streamed their sermon. Some 41% of pastors admitted they didn't post any portion of their church service online, while about 52% said they posted the sermon online after the church service. Less than 2 years after the ravages of the pandemic, however, a lot has changed. Data collected in a survey of nearly 2,000 decision-making church leaders for the 2021 State of Church Technology Report shows that most American churches now embrace technology as an important tool in achieving their mission and agree that the digital church is here to stay. The report finds that churches, more than ever, are enthusiastic to adopt technology for the long haul, as the pandemic erased any doubts regarding the viability of digital church. Earlier this year, I don't care about him, many other churches sold or shuttered their church buildings for good. Others have been trying more creative ways to survive outside of migrating online completely or merging with another church. While many churches, here's the metaverse part, are wrestling with the basics of the constantly evolving wave of online technologies impacting the way people live, major technology companies and a minority of churches are already getting ready for the future of the internet, what some are calling the metaverse. Siobhan Lewis, a representative of social media giant Facebook, whose parent company Meta Platforms is investing heavily in the development of the metaverse, described it to the Christian Post as a set of virtual spaces where you can create and explore with other people who aren't in the same physical space as you.
Okay.
We see the metaverse as the next evolution in social technologies and the successor to the mobile internet. It will feel like a hybrid of today's online social experiences, sometimes expanded into 3 dimensions or projected into the physical world, and seamlessly stitched together so that you can easily jump from one thing to another.
Boy, I can't even handle myself in the one physical world.
Yeah.
I feel like I couldn't take being a loser in 3 different spaces.
I mean, like, yeah, like, does this open up the world differently to dating? I mean, like,
Oh, yeah, I bet,
hey,
yeah.
you're hot. It's like, well, yeah, I shaped myself this way. I mean, I bought the upgrade.
Yeah.
You know, then they see you in real life. They're like, oh, you shave your armpits.
Right.
I don't know. It's kind of frightening.
Yeah, it is kind of frightening. Ooh. It looks like weird things are happening to the videos.
Bummer.
Oh dear,
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know if it.
go.
it's the metaverse.
Yeah, this is the thing that
Are we
happens.
transitioning?
What, I mean, right now?
Yeah,
You think this is happening right directly?
Oh no. We can't take it in.
we could be in the metaverse and we didn't even realize it.
I'm not ready.
Oh,
I
which
don't
pill
know.
did you take?
I find this. I feel like what do you have to own to get into the metaverse? Do you have to own a thing?
Oh, like a. Do you have to have one of those little Facebook?
I mean, I assume you got to have
Camera
something.
thing,
You got to have some kind of visor or goggle or something. Or I mean, I can't get off this pushing a guy thing. Like,
I want to know how to
do
push
you have to
people.
wear like sensors and stuff? Like, so you could, is that the goal? Is like you wear the sensors and then you can actually feel the push or something? Or
Put you in a tube eventually.
Wasn't that a movie? With like, there was some
Tron.
game and you could feel the stuff. They'd get in a chair and they'd actually.
Total Recall.
No, it was like,
Ender's Game.
Did you say Henderson's?
No, Ender's Game.
Oh,
yeah, that's it, right? Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Oh, got to see it because we're living it right now.
Okay.
We're in the future.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what we're going to do about this here. I'll tell you what. If you guys are watching live, we're going to go ahead and cut this one. We'll continue to record the show. We'll post the rest of it online, but there's no reason for you to, I don't know, look at the screen for an extended amount of
Looks
time.
like a close up of a tweed jacket.
Dang.
Yeah. All right, so test out of the gate number 1, not a super success.
Yeah, see? And in the metaverse, we would have failed as well. Wouldn't that be horrible? You get in the metaverse and all of a sudden your live stream don't work there either.
I bet you some other podcast just came in and metaversed us.
Dang.
They tripped us.
Metatripped us.
Okay, that's rough. All right, so we're going to let you streaming guys go. We'll pick up the rest audio on the podcast. We'll be right back.